Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Going Down for Doom 2 in the Ultra Violence difficulty, played through PrBoom Plus. We are doing all levels with a pistol start, and this is map 18, Buried Alive. Let's begin. This is interesting, but you just need to shoot it in order to escape this. We'll grab the shotgun and follow this trail of health bonuses to grab the chain gun, the armor, and follow the armor bonuses from this point on. And we are going to grab the backpack first, then the ammo. Then grab everything else. Go over here, grab the rocket launcher. And continue on merrily. Grabbing all the armor bonuses. Grabbing the plasma gun. And instead of going into here, we are going to drop down right here with the rocket launcher in hand, so we can detonate this. Now let's get out and rocket these revenants that appear as a result of our own rocketing. Well, these ones will appear regardless, as long as you pump that detonator. But let's gun these guys down and hide in this little hole. And shotgun these cacodemons, so we have some space. This is a good little hiding spot. Might be able to kill this guy in the process, hopefully. Maybe not, I don't know. Let's continue mowing these guys down. And once enough of them are mowed down, we can focus on the revenants up here. And let's give you some rockets too, since you want to come in here, buddy. You want to carefully avoid each individual projectile, whether it's an actual cacodemon projectile or in some cases a lost soul. And just continue switching back and forth between rocketing the revenants and killing the cacodemons. Once enough revenants are killed, we're going to go over here and kill some in this area to clear them out for future reference. And after a certain threshold is met, you'll see what happens. I'm amazed that we got all the revenants down already. Usually it takes a little bit longer because they like to move around. There's a certain fellow we're gonna meet. In the meantime, we'll just rocket these guys, soften them up. But let's just gun down the rest of these guys in the meantime. Here he comes. Yep. Big surprise, Archvile. There has to be one. And look, a Megasphere, that's what he was guarding. But also, new friends have arrived. Arachnotrons. And more pain elementals. But you want to get rid of the Arachnotrons. And try to do it from a distance so your auto-aim doesn't focus on the Hell Knights and Barons on the floor there. If need be, you can use the plasma gun. You have enough plasma, or you should have enough plasma for this area. And then some. As you can see, there's a BFG over there, but in order to get it, I want to make sure this area is all cleared out, so we'll have any problems in the future, right? Alright, Arachnotron's dead. This area lowers. And a Cyber Demon appears. Two of them. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get them to do some of the dirty work for us. Because they're not really good at aiming. Except that one. He's pretty good at aiming. Because he has a clear shot of you from this part. Sorta clear. Clear enough for him. Alright, so let's do a little bit of cleanup. Just a little bit while our big rocket imps are clearing out the still big imps, but not as big as him imps. Also grab this real quick, thank you very much. And continue letting these guys do the dirty work for me. Also grab these rockets right here. And how are these guys doing? Very good. Right, so it's basically just cleanup at this point. Mostly. There's still a few enemies in this area that I need to clean up. Mostly the Barons and Hell Knights that come in here, as well as a few stray Cacodemons and maybe a few stray Revenants in this area over here. And of course, I'm not gonna fire a rocket, no siree. Not when I have to deal with auto-aim situations. Wacky auto-aim. Funny auto-aim. I'm just gonna slowly get rid of some of these remaining Barons. And how many did you clear up, buddy? I don't know, but let's shoot this Revenant since he decided to come all the way over here. Funny missile, hits me anyway. Right, so let's go through this teleporter, grab this BFG, use it maybe a few times to clear out these guys, and get all the way over here so we can get the invulnerability secret, and use it to kill this Cyber Demon, and some of these Barons and Hell Knights that are all scattered throughout this area. And while we're at it, we'll get rid of these Revenants, and go into this other secret, which has more cells for us to use to kill the rest of these Cyber Demons. Well, it should, but some things are not as ideal as they should be. But in the meantime, we're gonna grab this blue skull key. I neglected to grab these cells from earlier, so I'm gonna do that right now. That'll be very useful. Shot too many shots, but whatever. We don't need those shots. Okay, we might, but there's only 3 enemies left. So as long as nothing supernaturally wrong happens, we should be in the clear. You know, this Baron is just chilling here. And so is that other Hell Knight. But the only enemy left is the Cyber Demon, and he should have been softened up a little bit from that fight with all the other enemies, because he can get hit by some of them, but let's just get rid of him. There we go. I shot 3 shots in advance, just to make sure. Alright, so in case you were not clear, the secrets are the area where I got the invulnerability, and the other area which had rockets over there in that balcony area. But you wanted to grab the blue skull key from that stairway right there, and we are going to use it to flip the switch and end the level. And with that, we are finished with Buried Alive. What a interesting level. Not much to say about it, except for the fact that it's basically one big arena with a few places where you can hide. I like to hide in the middle and get rid of the Revenants and the Arachnotrons first, so I have a clear way of getting the BFG, and using the Cyber Demons to get rid of the Hell Knights and Barons that are scattered everywhere on the bottom floor. And that makes this map much easier than it should be, I guess. It's a lot harder if you don't let the Cyber Demon clean up the Hell Knights and Barons, because there are a lot of them. But anyways, we are done with this video. Stay tuned for our next one, where I go into map 19, which is 200 megahertz. But in the meantime, toodaloo.